Three, two, one.
Okay. Thank you,
All right,
Jack.
and we are live.
I'll fix that later. All right, I'll take attendance in 1 second. I'm gonna change that a bit. All right, Rashwan,
Here.
thank you. Raj, going once, going twice. Guess not. I'm here. Koki,
Here.
thank you. Shellen, going once, going twice again. Going a third time. Okay, just gonna wait for you later. Ethan,
Here.
thank you. Zenith is not here. Michelle,
I'm here.
thank you. Kamala,
Here.
okay. Sonia,
Here.
thank you. Mania,
Here.
okay, thank you. Jackson's here. Cheryl,
Here.
thank you. Jasper's not here. Ina,
Here.
thank you. Aoi,
Here.
thank you. Anne,
Here.
okay. Liam, okay, we'll skip him. Ariel,
Here.
thank you. Irfan,
Here. Hello, guys.
hello, Irfan. Carol,
Here.
all right. Darlene,
Here.
okay. Brian,
Yeah.
okay, great. Kaiwei,
Here.
thank you. Yinchen,
Yeah.
thank you. Kavina,
Here.
thank you. Jeremy,
Here.
thank you. Stephanie,
Here.
awesome. Rainier, okay, guess not. Misa,
Here.
okay, let's, if for MSC members, next, Ashley,
Here.
thank you. Danelle,
Here.
okay. Chi,
Present.
thank you. Jeanette,
Here.
thank you. Aisha, oh, Raj is here. I'll go back to you, Raj, in a sec. Okay, Rohan,
Yeah, I'm here.
okay, thank you. Shidipta, Dominic,
Present.
thank you. Fadia,
Here.
thank you. Iwan,
Here.
thank you. Rachel,
Here.
Ezian,
Here.
Suan,
Olivia?
Here.
oh my gosh. Nada,
Here.
thank you. Yinning,
Here.
thank you. June,
Here.
are you eating? James,
Hello. Hello.
okay. Dom, okay, I'm gonna go back to Raj. Okay, that's attendance for MSC today. Absence with apology is Jasper, Tina, and Navin couldn't make it today. None without apology. Okay, so we'll move on to the motions and deliberations. The first is acceptance of apology letters and proxy letters. Ooh, Jackson's still on there. So the below office bearers have submitted their apology letters and appointed proxies. In their absence, proxies will be granted voting rights according to the office bearer they are representing as recognized by the chair. So Jasper's proxy is Ina, Ina's proxy is Ethan, and Navin's proxy is Pavina. This motion is accepted by.
No.
You're fine.
Wait, I didn't get that.
You're fine.
Yeah, okay. Irfan. Motion has been passed. Thank you. Next motion is, Rashman, would you like to?
Sure. So wait, I'll need someone to second this as well. I mentioned before at MSC that I wanted to create an EDI committee because we do organize events that are basically catered towards EDI week every year. And it just sort of makes sense to have a committee that's responsible for EDI events because we don't just want it to be like a week, we want it throughout. So I think it's a good idea for us to have a committee of members that specifically focus on it. I'll need someone to second the motion first.
Can I do that?
Yep.
All right. All right.
Then we'll have to do a vote by department.
Sure. Wait, so this was MSC plus like non-MSC as well, or?
Just MSC.
All right. Okay, you're off. Raj,
4.
or I guess I'll move on to the treasurers. Ishan, treasurers.
4.
Okay, heads of clubs and societies. Ethan? Ethan fourth.
Oh, it's in the chat.
Yeah, I missed that. Heads of Monash.
4.
Activities chairs.
4.
Publicity officers.
4.
Welfare officer.
4.
Okay, women's officer.
4.
Okay, school of arts.
What's legal fund?
4.
Okay, thank you. School business.
4. Sorry, Irfan.
Okay, great. Okay, Rainier's also here. School of engineering.
4.
Okay, great. And school of IT.
4.
Thank you. School of medicine and health sciences.
4.
Thank you. School of pharmacy.
4.
Okay, and school of science.
4.
Okay, looks like motion's passed. Ray. Okay, now we can move on to the division and departmental updates. Hang on. Dom is here. And yeah, okay, so everyone's there. I'll update the ones without apology after the meeting is over. So Rashwan, you may begin.
All right, so my report is quite short, so I'm not going to take too long. The first one is about the MUSA office computers. So we received 6 new computers from ITS because we requested for them to be changed, but we haven't received the other models because we aren't exactly sure if we use the computers a lot because we didn't really have them throughout the year and we've been doing just fine. So far, I've realized we mostly use computers for stuff like printing, but other than that, we don't use them too much. We use our Google Drive to store our data and everything. So we'll observe and see if we need more units. So number 2 would be new furniture and office equipment for the MUSA office. This has been something that we've been trying to do for quite some time, and finally everything's in place. This Monday, we're going to have some people come in to take some old equipment and furniture out and replace it with new office furniture. This will, Monolith, stop that. This will be taking place for all departments at the same time. Now, the last thing is the July 2023 orientation. So we've started having meetings with Student Life quite a while back because we realized we need to plan very much in advance for orientation, given that everything went pretty good last time, but it could have gone better. So this time, in terms of activities, what we have planned so far is the main event would sort of be like a concert, which will have performances from different people like clubs and societies, but we are also trying to get an artist to show up and perform as well. We also have events and activities that will be held throughout the week, and we aim to finish majority of our planning in May. That's all. So motion to accept President's report.
Wait, can
accepted
I
by-
add something?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Lately, I think there is some problems with printing where we couldn't use the printing credits to print the necessary stuff and papers for our events. Is there any
Were you
updates
able
regarding that
to-
matter?
So some MUSA accounts have gone reset this week because we ran into sort of like a miscommunication with ITS because initially when we reached out, ITS said that Minghui has to reset them, and then Minghui told us that ITS needs to reset them, but we've finally sorted that out and we've gotten some of the MUSA accounts reset already, including the GenSec account, which we're going to be using for most of the printing. So you should be able to use the GenSec accounts for printing now.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Does anyone else have any other questions? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So motion to accept President's report accepted by,
Michelle.
Exit.
I heard Michelle first.
Okay, Raj, you can start first.
Right, thank you. For the TEDx Monash University of Malaysia, we have started our committee recruitment on 28th April, Friday, and it is expected to end on 7th May. Once the application period has ended, we, alongside our newly appointed TEDx in charge, will conduct the interviews and recruit the committee members.
Okay, and I'll talk about the EACs. Few updates we held were the meeting was held on Wednesday, 26th April to update members of the EAC regarding previous meeting agendas that required assistance from the CEC. That would be for the School of Engineering and School of Pharmacy. Those have been resolved, and the meeting minutes can be found in the hyperlink. Our latest addition to the EAC was SOMAS's male representative, Naveen. He's not attending at the moment, but he has been informed of the committee's responsibilities and of the meeting procedures. And finally, we have semester 2 event planning currently underway. Although the participation rate exceeded our estimate, we are currently working with our event officers to ensure that an even smoother operation of the Monash 101 series events, as well as new initiatives, will be executed to the best of our ability. Any further announcements will be presented in due time. So that's it for our report. Motion 3, acceptance of Vice President's report, accepted by.
Lena.
Thank you. Okay. Oh. Okay. So the General Secretary's report. So the first order of business is the 2023 by-elections. The by-election was concluded on Tuesday, 18th April. All running candidates have successfully been nominated as office bearers. So congratulations to SOB female rep Carol, School of Pharmacy representative Jeremy and Stephanie, School of IT representative Kaiwei and Waisi, as well as MUS CROs Shadipta and Dominic, and MUS Media Iwan. I'd like to also extend my gratitude to the Election Commission and last year's office bearers Minhao and Brandon, who were able to provide some guidance during the by-election process.
Did you forget Navin?
I'm sorry, who? Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Congratulations, Navin. Teachers male rep. I'm so sorry.
Guys, a warm welcome to our newest member, guys.
Yay, clap. Crime.
I would like to thank myself for doing a great job
I'm so
for elections.
Hooray. Okay. Okay, that's about it for the by-elections. I'm so sorry, Nathan. We always forget one person. Rashwan, you forgot Iwan the other day, so like, you know, kind of. Anyways.
You're bringing up the past. We sorted it out.
Whatever. All right. So a few department updates. So my tenure as the acting general secretary was meant to be over by the by-elections, but given that we haven't yet elected the general secretary, I will still be continuing the department's duties. I've reached out to the selected subcommittee members and will inform them of their delegated tasks by tomorrow. And I will also be having preparations for the July intake subcommittee recruitment process and discuss it with them. Office bearers are kindly reminded to update the subcommittee database file if changes must be made to the number of subcommittees that will be hired or to their descriptions. I will also be discussing about like how the form will be structured and whatnot, and we'll be sure to send it in to the group before submission. So motion 3, oh, I think that was incorrect. Motion 3, acceptance of general secretary's report, accepted by.
Now,
Okay, thank you.
Also, I wanted to give an update as to whether we have a GenSec candidate or not. So I had a potential candidate up until yesterday. They were supposed to come to MSC, but then last night they texted me and said that they've decided that the position isn't suited for them. So unfortunately, we still don't have a candidate for the position. So I need help from you guys as well to look for any potential candidates to get them in touch with me so we can fill the position now. Yep, that's all.
Okay, thanks, Rashwan. Okay, let's move on to the treasurer's report.
Hey, hi everyone. I'll be presenting the treasurer's report. So for event cash, the event cash float have been approved by SL and Finance has confirmed that the payment will be included in last week's payment cycle. However, payment has yet to be received, and a follow-up message have been sent to Finance, and we are still waiting for the reply. But yeah, I just want to update you guys that I have sent the follow-up message today, and actually, just now I've received the event cash flow. So I'll start distributing the easy to the approved easy request. However, for those whose event date has ended, has passed, you will need to update your folio and FR, then make a new line of requests under the CR tab. And then after receiving event cash from the MUSA cash flow, departments are expected to use the fund and prepare the financial report with the folio within 5 working days or 1 week. So the FR and folios are needed to request for the disbursement of the event cash flow so that we can use it for another event in the future. And then next is for cash reimbursement. For the departments who have received the CR funds, please be reminded to sign the fund acknowledgement receipt. I think that's all from me, Koki.
Okay, for PO and PO vendor payment part, when you reach out to your vendor, try to negotiate with them to make the payment term 30 days credit without advance payment. And please submit a vendor payment requests that need a prepayment by 4 weeks earlier than the event date or as early as possible. And for GAP vouchers, we assign our subcommittee, Sharon, to distribute vouchers to each department from last week. And when you send FAR back to the distribution emails, please make sure the treasurer's account is in CC. So this report is contributed by Shalen and Koki, MUSA treasurers, and the motion acceptance of treasurer's report is accepted by
Carolyn.
Okay, then Irfan. Okay, Carol. Thank you.
Oh, I also would like to go back to the General Secretary's report and say that the payment for the DRO is also underway, and that's also in communication with the treasurers. Yeah, just to update. Okay, we can move on to the heads of CNS's report.
Okay, we're presenting the head CNS report. Okay, first thing first, we talk about Monash Cup for this year. Monash Cup tryouts have begun in full swing. It started on week 8 and will be conducted to the end of week 10. it's noticeable that there is high participation rate from each house. Companies for potential collaboration and sponsorship is in the process of being approached and finalizing. For CNS Town Hall session for this year, it has been successfully carried out and completed on 20th April for this year, and with the post-event announcement, as well as the take-home notice created with the important points and posted to the official CNS announcement group. With regards to ITS network access, meeting with ITS and Center Life have been carried out regarding the resetting of club network access. ITS have informed that they will not be resetting all the club accounts one by one, as the sub-resetting system they have created does not work. And ITS have agreed to reset the passwords for 19 main accounts from MUSA, including CNS Head, CNS PO, CNS Secretary. CNS will be giving out CNS divisions the accounts to clubs when they request for network access. With regards to general updates, for last year's medal collection, medal collection, the week 8 and week 9, we announced and distributed medals and jerseys from last year's Monash Cup, and not all the items being collected by the players, but CNS won't be actively distributing them from now on. Players can still come and collect the items when OBs are around in the office. With regards to meeting with ISAC, Monash ISAC was falling behind from other clubs by not submitting the necessary documentations and not conducting any activities so far. CNS have done a meeting with the Monash ISAC and Sunway ISAC Club, as the club was functioning under a club. As a club, with Sunway for the past year, we have explained the criteria of being a club in Monash, and they have agreed to function fully as a Monash club and collaborate with Sunway for events. CNS PO department have added a new column called CNS reference number to the tracker, which have made the PO tracker more efficient. Okay, that marks the end of the CNS division report, contributed by me and Dinev, and motion acceptance of CNS report accepted by
Ina.
Thank you.
Hi, I will be representing MUIS on behalf of Miko and the rest of the team. So for MUIS, updates from MUIS Secretary. So MUIS has successfully carried the MUIS monthly general meeting, which is held on 17th of April. And we have sent some confirmation mails and feedback forms for MUIS events that we have held. And for treasurers, we have finalized the financial report for our current event, Color Splash. And about the sponsorship letters for One World, we have sent some of the sponsorship letters. And we have successfully filled all subcommittee positions for MUIS treasurers. So we have 3 subcommittees for MUIS treasurers right now. Meanwhile, for engagement, we have successfully executed Color Splash event, which is held on the 29th of April. And then there are some broken items in office. Some of them are the laptops and everything else, and we have liaised with Student Life and also ITS to remove and to repair them. And next, from MUIS CROs, can you scroll a bit? Okay, yes. So for MUIS CRO, we have extended the subcommittee recruitment, and we already have some subcommittees on board. And about event execution, we have 2 country New Years so far. So first of all is Sri Lankan New Year. It has been successfully executed. And the second one is Bengali New Year. And the Sri Lankan New Year is on the 13th and Bengali is on the 14th. And for planning for One World, MUIS One World is going to be held on the 16th and 17th of May. And it's a 2-day event. And Sarah in EMS for One World event has been approved. And there are gonna be final meetings, which is gonna be in the 2nd week of May. And for the EAT event with MUIS, it is cancelled due to some problems. And last but not least, from MUIS Media, some country event posters about the Bengali and Sri Lankan New Year. It is already posted in the MUIS Instagram account, and we have extended the subcommittee recruitment. And it has been successfully filled with some of the new subcoms. And with for the country event coverage, Sri Lankan New Year event has been posted in our Instagram, and for the Bengali New Year, it's going to be posted soon. And we're going to post some recap videos for both country events. And last one is about MUIS YouTube channel. So MUIS is going to have our own YouTube channel. It's going to be rebranded, and it's going to be soon. Okay, so it's contributed by Aisha, MUIS Secretary, and Motion 6, acceptance of Heads of MUIS report, accepted by
Arlen.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, so I'll be presenting the activities chairperson's report. The first on the item is MUSA Was, which is a collaborative event with MUSA Welfare that was held on the 30th of April, Sunday on Monash campus grounds. We allow both the department subcommittee to take full charge of the planning this time around, and they had their own meetings and approached us with more detailed information and for decision making. This allowed both department subcommittee to have first-hand experience on planning and executing an event. A total of 74 participants took part in this event, including OBs and their subcommittees. The event began with groups of 7 participants, including OBs and subcommittee, and we had 10 teams in total. The planning committee started the event with an ice-breaking session and then proceeded to the game stations. A Google feedback form will be sent out by this week, either via email or through the MUSA Telegram group to collect everyone's feedback regarding the event and any improvement that could be done for the next MUSA Was event. Passing on to Sonia.
So for July orientation, we've actually been having regular meetings with Student Life already. So this July's orientation will be from 17th to 21st of July. And in comparison to February orientation, there's going to be some minor additions towards the format, including some additional booths, the number of campus tours, and the layout of the information sessions. Though this information is still in discussion, but it will be confirmed in the near future. We also had a meeting with Monash Australia's representative to inquire about whether it's possible for us to have the same design themes and concepts as Monash Australia so that there's more unification between both our campus and Australia's campus. They're taking that inquiry right now, so we're going to be waiting for their response. Besides that, such as Old Malayan Carnival, the main activity program that will be held for July orientation is going to be converted into an entire day's event that will be held on the last weekday of orientation, which will be on Friday. This will briefly involve an interactive exhibition, a Jom Makan and a bazaar, and finally towards a music kind of concert at the end of the day. And we also have Student Life that inquired us about whether MUIS could open up to Jalan Sunway sessions to outstation locals as well, as the sessions are usually open to international students. So I think that's an update for MUIS as well, but we can discuss that further later on. As for the AAC meeting that happened on the 28th, what happened was we just discussed some things that happened on campus, all the events that recently happened, and suggestions for possible improvements for better future events. Other discussions revolved around July orientation and specifics, more so the discussion about having individual MUSA booths for certain departments, including instead of a single MUSA or MUIS booth. So these booths would probably include departments such as MUSA functioning bodies, CNS, and MUIS in order for the departments to gain more exposure. Though if other departments are interested in this concept as well, do feel free to contact the activities department since this is still in the process of planning and confirmation. That wraps it up for the activities report. Motion accepted by Anna.
Thank you.
Hello, so it's now publicity's time to present. So the first thing is MUSA hoodie competition. So publicity department hosted our very own Monash hoodie design competition. So we have received a total of 13 submissions with 3 invalid submissions. We made a public voting and surprisingly we got 890 responses. And from this part, what we found out is that for improvement wise, we have to prepare our own template, meaning the own hoodie template, so students can directly use the same template. Because based on feedback, some of them they didn't need, because for those with invalid submission, it's because they didn't directly paste their design on a hoodie canvas. So that's why we deem them invalid, because it's pretty hard for a student to actually sort of imagine the design on the hoodie. All right. So next thing is we're talking to vendors on producing the hoodie, and we assure to everyone that we will sell the hoodie price at the cost price, so that because this is a student's design, we are not hoping to make any profit out of someone else's design. All right. The next part is OB uniform the update. So we are submitting order as soon as we get all the necessary information, meaning the quotation in from the vendor. And we hopefully we aim to get it before the new semester starts so everyone can wear it during the next orientation. And the next thing is we will liaise with editors for photo shooting as soon as the uniform is in. All right. So this is the next part is about bazaar vendor. This is something I would like to propose to all divisions and all department as well. So there are as publicity, we have always received multiple inquiries about bazaar and about vendors on our Instagram page. So many external vendors, they're always asking us about coming into Monash and set up their very own booth at one of our many many bazaars. So here's what we are going to do. We would like to propose to all divisions and departments to inform publicity if there will be any bazaar coming up that involves external vendor. Please inform us so publicity can make an announcement or story post so that the vendors out there can know as well, and they can come to contact the host or the person in charge to be involved in the bazaar. So this way there may be many more vendor, and basically it may be diversified, because from what we observe, every bazaar is more or less the same. They are all the dessert, it's all coffee, it's all crochet, everything. So we hope that by this way we can help to diversify the vendor list as well. All right, so the next part is MUSA notice board. Kiara, can you go down a little bit? All right, so we have plans to revamp the MUSA notice board at the cafeteria area. You guys know there's a really big one right directly at the, I don't remember, is it the Shawarma place? Yeah, it's Shawarma place. It's right opposite of the Shawarma place. So yeah, we plan to work with CNSPO and MUIS Media to work on it. I have personally talked to Iwin, which is MUIS Media, and Yening, who is CNSPO, about this, and both of them have agreed to it. So this is the plan. We will be asking everyone to assign one sub-community, preferably graphic designer, to work on it, and advice side, PO must be involved as well. So the three of the publicity can work more closely, and basically the whole alignment would be better. So yeah, that's it. So what motion is that? What number is it for this one? Motion 8, acceptance of publicity officers report accepted by? Fine. Yeah, Irfan. Thank you, Irfan.
Welcome.
Okay, hi everyone. So I'm going to be presenting the welfare officers report. So first off, MUSA Wars. So I think activities has already covered most things about MUSA Wars, but as they said, it was carried out on campus on the 30th of April. We had 74 total participants, and as Mengya also said, we did let our subcoms take full charge of the event. So really the success of the event is all thanks to them. Could you scroll down? The next thing is support local sustainability bazaar. So this bazaar event was held in collaboration with one of the clubs, GRN, and it was concluded this week, actually, on the 2nd and the 3rd, and it was about promoting local businesses and sustainability. And our department oversaw the student vendor section of the bazaar, and there were 20 student vendors in total. So there was a good reception from the student community, with many students coming to the bazaar. Next thing is breaking up with stress. This is the name of our mental health campaign, which is focused on stress management. And there are going to be 3 activities under this campaign. So there's going to be an art therapy session, a mental health talk, and informative Instagram posts about the topic as well. And the aim is to inform students about the ways in which they can effectively manage stress, and thereby we hope to improve their mental health. And Ms. Cheryl Kong from Monash Counseling has agreed to be the speaker for the mental health talk. The final event for our department this semester will be held in week 12. The name has yet to be finalized, but it will involve distributing cookies to students around campus who are studying. And this is in order to boost positivity on campus during one of the most stressful times of the semester. OSH meeting. So the next OSH meeting is scheduled to be on the 9th of May. So it's next week, and it will be attended by myself. And if any office bearer has any OSH related issues or concerns that they'd like brought up to the management level, please do inform either me or Jasper so that I can bring it up at the meeting. Academic subsidy. So we did want to actually announce academic subsidy to the students a lot earlier, but there's been a delay in receiving the funds. So we just want to let everyone know that as soon as we receive the funds for it, we will announce it to the students. And lastly, we want to talk about missing and damaged lounge equipment. So last year, at the end of the year, we bought actually a lot of sporting equipment and board games for the lounge, and we put them all in the lounge for use at the start of the year. But in just the span of a few weeks, a lot of the equipment was damaged and lost. So up until now, they've all been free of charge, but due to, just how many of them have been lost and damaged, we'll now be changing the rules to a deposit system. And this is to, ensure that students are more responsible towards the items that they borrow. And so hopefully we can reduce the loss of items. So yeah, if anyone doesn't have any questions, that is all. Motion number 9, acceptance of welfare officers report, accepted by
Jackson.
Thank you, Jackson.
Okay, next will be Women's Officers Department's report. So first of all, the Denim Day campaign was carried out. Denim Day collaboration event with School of Arts and Social Science, SAS, and School of Medicine Health Science, SOMHS, was successfully executed on 26th of April in honor of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Students were encouraged to wear a piece of denim item and post it on their Instagram story for a chance to win a self-defense kit. The department has randomly chosen 2 winners, and they will be awarded the self-defense kit by this week, but there's some delay, so we will be giving out next week. And secondly, we hosted the April monthly discussion, which was carried out on 28th of April. The topic of discussion was toxic relationships, and the discussion was aimed to raise awareness and understanding of toxic relationships and to provide insights on identifying and addressing toxic behaviors. During the discussion, attendees defined toxic relationship and discussed the signs of toxic behaviors. Participants shared their personal experiences in identifying ways one could assist those in toxic relationships. And lastly, for our care package giveaway, the department has contacted Rebres and Equotex for the possibility of a collaboration for the giveaway and is waiting for a response. That's all from our department. Acceptance of Women's Officers report accepted by
Anna.
Thank you.
Okay, so next is the editor's report. So firstly, for Monch, all our Monches have been completed for this semester with a total of 3 Monches, and Monga was able to save up to RM 201 ringgit and 95 cents as a result of sponsorships and collaboration with the food places. For internal projects, amendment of prizes for both April Snapshot Challenge Kodachrome and Thematic Month Time Capsule from RM 25 ringgit for the first place and RM 20 ringgit for second place has been amended to RM 30 for first place and remaining and RM 20 for second place as it remains the same. The following arrangement will proceed for any future snapshot challenges and thematic month challenges until otherwise revised by the supervised editor or editors. Mongol Night. Mongol Night is basically a version of Mingle Night that will be carried out on the 26th of May of this year. That will be the week before Spotback. Finalization of all details have been confirmed internally and approval for any necessary persons have been obtained, meaning EMS, FMD or otherwise. For the July subcommittee recruitment, Manga will hold their necessary July subcommittee recruitment 1 to 2 weeks prior to the reopening of the Monash campus for July intake for the second semester for 2023. The reason being, given the nature of Manga's intake of event coverage requests and any delay in subcommittee recruitment, which will greatly affect the quality of the work produced by Manga. Hence, Manga will be reopening its recruitment at an earlier date. The above information will be informed to all following parties, inclusive of HAC, MUSA, and any necessary parties. Manga and CNS Monash Cup meeting. So a meeting was held between Manga and CNS to discuss the matter of Monash Cup event coverage during the 14th of April 2023. Although nothing has been confirmed at this time, both parties have been able to voice out their concern
and requirements, as well as methods that work best together in this matter of Monash Cup. Future meetings will allow for both parties to finalize any details pertaining to Monash Cup, event coverage, or otherwise. Finally, flagship event. The flagship event will entail created works that were submitted to MONGA for the last 5 years. This includes, but is not limited to, graphic design posters, thematic month submissions, snapshot challenges submissions, and etc. The flagship event has been planned to be held during week 1 of the July intake after week 0. Thus far, no departments are clashing with the commencement of the flagship event during that time, and further details will be disclosed in the next MSC. So that's all for the report. Motion accepted by Rina.
Wait, who said it?
Rina.
Okay. Heard someone else as well. Okay, School of Arts. Ariel?
Whoever.
Or Leah?
Hi.
Oh,
Okay. First I would like to talk about Mingle with SAS. So Mingle with SAS is the first event of the semester for students to mingle through playing games such as the Leopard game, Pictionary, Who Am I, and Cards Against Humanity. Students were given pizzas and goodie bags as souvenirs. A total of 30 students showed up and expressed that they enjoyed the event. It was also quite unexpected, knowing that SAS events are usually like very small scale events with only like 10 to 20 students showing up. So moving on is Denim Day. So the Denim Day collaboration event with School of Medicine and Health Science Thomas and Women's Officers was successfully executed on the 26th April in honor of the Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So students were encouraged to post a story on their Instagram wearing a piece of denim item and stand a chance to win a self-defense kit. So 2 winners have been chosen randomly and will be given the self-defense kit this week, which we already done so today. So next up is the 7th School Minival. So for SAS, our fundraising booth was henna. We invited volunteers from SAS as our henna artists. Students were quite interested in the concept and actively participated in it. Our game of choice is cornhole. So a student was able to score 1,250 points by the end of the night and brought home our grand prize, which is a duck plushie. So SAS has raised 529 ringgit in total. Additionally, the watermelon eating competition has garnered a lot of attention and was overall a success. It is something new on campus and students have expressed that they enjoyed the new experience. A total of 2 winners was announced by the end of the competition with Med Academy vouchers and Toast to Love vouchers as their prize. So another event that we had is actually the Beats Workshop that happened earlier today. A 5 ringgit registration fee is collected from the students. The purpose of this workshop is to have students mingle and have some time off from the assignments through making beaded accessories. A total of, actually, there are more students joining. So in total, we got around 15 who participated in the workshop. So the last thing is the SSLC meeting. A follow-up meeting was held with the students focusing on the facilities and amenities complaints. And the survey form was also sent out to the students involved, but we have yet to get their feedback. So we are currently working with Student Life to explore better options to get their feedback. So that's all from my report. Motion 13 accepted by
Jackson.
Vina. Okay, Vina then. Thank you. Sorry, Jackson.
wait, sorry, I need to change. This is being. Okay, and then School of Business.
All right, hi. So I'll be presenting the School of Business Representatives report. So first of all, we had an SOP game night. We had a game night with the theme of scavenger hunt that was aimed at de-stressing students during a week with heavy assignments, and it was held on 27th of April, Thursday. So what we did is that we had ice-breaking games that were first conducted, and then students were divided into groups of 3 to figure out clues from the scavenger hunt and to head to the game stations that were scattered throughout Monash.
So there were a total of 5 stations, and students spent roughly an hour, 30 minutes going to each, overall for going to all the stations. They were also given pizza and drinks as dinner, and the winners received Grab vouchers. So although we did have around 43 that registered, only 31 students showed up, but people expressed that they enjoyed the event. So moving on, I'll be talking about the 7-school Minival. So SOB had 3 games. We had to change a few games at the last minute due to some unexpected problems. But we had 1 pull-up station, we had 1 capture the duck station, and 1 ice cream float station. So students who managed to hang on the pull-up bar for 1 minute won free ice cream from the ice cream float station. Majority of the revenue came from the pull-up bar, as students wanted to try their hand to see if they could endure. And from all 3 stations, we gained 294.6 ringgit in revenue, and we managed to break even on our expenses that we spent. So moving on, the SOB female rep, myself, and the SAS female rep, we emceed the watermelon competition. And with the help of the SAS, SOB, and SOMA subcoms, everything went smoothly. So thank you to all the subcoms who also helped. The watermelon eating competition garnered a lot of attention, and it also provided a lot of entertainment for those who came. Moving on, I'll be talking about the events that SOB is planning to have. So SOB will have an event called SOB Here, so the aim of helping students who are unclear about their major year reps and want to learn more. We're doing this because after orientation, we noticed that a lot of students had a lot of inquiries and that it was best solved when they came to us face to face. So this will be held on the 9th of May, next week, week 10. The major year reps will be there to answer any questions face to face that students may have and play games with them to break ice. And we will also have nasi goreng, bihun goreng, and more refreshments for the participants who come. We will also be having an SOB and BDO resume workshop on the 29th of May. So this is the BDO is like an audit firm where it's like very famous. So we're going to be having a workshop on creating resume. So this is especially directed towards accounting majors, but all majors are welcome to join. The SOB team is currently working with the BDO representatives to ensure that the event will be carried out smoothly. And we use EAC funds for this event, and they were approved by the EAC committee. Next, we also had the second SSLC meeting on the 3rd of May, 2023 with the SOB academic staff and major year reps. So an issue that we solved, one of the main issues that we solved was that the year 1 rep raised the issue of ETW 1001 assignments deadlines being too close, and the fact that the assignment had content that was not being covered yet. So Dr. Ebeli talked to the CE, and then the assignments were pushed back on the very same day. And finally, I'll be ending off with what we plan to do, Major Year Rep Reel series. So we are starting to film our Major Year Rep Reel series to raise awareness about how Major Year Reps can help all the students. This is also to put a fresh spin on traditional Major Year Rep takeovers that MUSA FACPAS usually has, but it will also be implemented in semester 2. So this has been contributed by Irfan and myself, Carolyn. Motion of these reports accepted by
Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle and Maisa, but I think I heard Michelle first. Thank you.
All right, moving on to the School of Engineering's business report. All right, so the first item is about the SSLC meeting that took place on the 2nd of May, where all the year representatives were present. Solutions for the units were proposed and implemented. Solutions for the units that will be proposed and implemented in the future by the unit coordinators will be made and gathered into a sheet and available for students to view before the end of semester 1. On the next item, regarding the second school carnival, SOE saw success with the food booth. We sold s'mores and also marshmallow fondue, as well as we had a simple game of ping pong balls into a cup. We raised profits, a total of 148 from the booths, and these profits will contribute to future MUSA SOE events. External vendors and students which were managed by MUSA SOE were invited to take place in the Minival, and we have a lot with them and they were glad to participate in the event. So far, there were no issues with their entry and their participation. Also for the rodeo bull ride, which we saw a major success for the event, and it helped to contribute to a significant crowd for the Minival. Next, from engineering, which is a collaboration with SOP. Discussions for the games are ongoing and also still going to be finalized by the end of semester 1, as we have gathered feedback from the students that they wish to see a change from the games from previous years. And also we managed to secure sponsorships from a company called Murat and also from Waka Waka Gelato for Farm Engineering, where they will be giving out free ice cream scoops. More publicity methods are also going to be needed and strategized in order to get more registrations from engineering and SOP students. Next, for Satu giveaway, which will take place in week 11, we plan to give away Subway cookies as well as milk. And so each SOE student will be able to only claim one item once they have completed and shown their proof of the as the Satu review, once they have filled out a form. So yes, it will take place in week 11 and it will be at a booth in front of Auditorium 1. It will only be held from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each day of the week. And the volunteers included will be the year representatives. Next on the final item is week 12 Distress Night, which is a collaboration with SOIT. Publicity plans such as posters is still underway, and we have already ordered the food, which includes things like popcorn and pizza. Yeah, so that's all for School of Engineering report. Is there any questions? If no, then acceptance of School of Engineering representatives
Ariel.
report accepted by. Thank you,
Ariel.
Ariel.
Hi, so I'm presenting the School of IT representative report. So first of all, MCL for semester 1 2023 was held from 1st April to the 15th of April with a total of 134 students participating from 13 different universities. The top 3 winners were awarded trophies and touch and go vouchers worth up to 1,600. And the top 25 teams were given pins as a souvenirs and token of appreciation. Apart from that, the champion of MCL for semester 1 2023 concluded with Team Hua as the champion, composed of Wong Yan Hong from MMU and Lim Tung Yu from UM. Next, SOIT collaborated with Nomtech to form a new team, which is the Star Relations, to handle events from Ignite Asia. So the founder chat kick-off panel was actually held on 3rd May, which is just a few days ago, and 3 speakers were invited as panelists to share their experience with the students. The speakers are as follows: Zen Liu from Gobi Partners, Andy Chong from Postcore, and Kevin Hong from Oyen. The event was moderated by Dr. Ian from SOIT and Andy from Ignite Asia. And apart from that, documents for future events in semester 1 have also been finalized and submitted for approval. For 7th School Carnival, it was held on 28 April, where the 7th School of Monash collaborated to organize a mini carnival, and SOIT was in charge of treasuring, and we are currently in the process of submitting the cash reimbursement request. Next, for SOIT T-shirt design competition, we have released the timeline for the competition on our Instagram page, and the submission is expected to end on the 21st of May. As for Satu giveaway, EMS and budget proposal for it has already been submitted and approved, and SOIT will be giving out total of 10 RM20 touch and go reload pin as a giveaway, and also incentive for students who completed their Satu review. Official post regarding this will be posted on 15 May 2023, which is on week 11. And finally, for SSLC semester 1 meeting, it was held on the 2nd of May, and it was held with the purpose of discussing issues that have been brought forward by the Student Staff Liaison Committee, and during the meeting, potential solutions to the issue were proposed and discussed by the attendees. Motion 15 accepted by
Ina.
Thanks, Ina.
Hi everyone. So I'll be reporting for Soma's side. First of all, our fundraising bazaar in support of Doctors Without Borders was executed, and we raised 2.4K ringgit during the 3 days, and it was donated to the crowdfunding page. The financial report has been submitted for cash reimbursement. And for the next event, we had music therapy talk with the music club on April 26th, and the necessary documents have been submitted for cash reimbursement also. And then we have the Denim Day campaign carried out on also Wednesday, April 26th. The winners have been chosen, and we are in the process of distributing the prizes. We just distributed one of them today. And next, the 7th School Minival. The event went smoothly on Friday, April 28th, and necessary documents have been uploaded to the shared Google spreadsheet for the financial report. And we are still in the process of distributing the performance compensations. We gave them the pins already, but we're still waiting on the touch and go vouchers. And then our next event was the CPR workshop carried out on Saturday, April 29th. The event went smoothly and necessary documents have been submitted for the cash reimbursement. The certificates of participation have also been released for the students who attended and who purchased certificates. And then nextly, we have the badminton meet that we're going to have in collaboration with MUMETS. We have posted the information regarding the event on Instagram, and we have blasted it over WhatsApp group chats for year 1 and year 2 cohorts of the medicine students. And it will be carried out on Friday, May 12th, so next week. And as for our social media, we will be posting a recap of the events that we have had for documentation purposes. It will start from the Spin and Soma's game night and till our latest one. And our publicity officers are currently in the process of editing our new episodes of Brain Farts. And we also have requested help from Mamet's Clinical School of Johor Bahru to help us with interviewing lecturers for the medical students, so that the medical students that are currently in Sunway campus have a little bit more, like a bigger idea of how it is, how it feels to be in that campus. Next item is the psychology board meeting. I attended the meeting and gave the students feedback and concerns regarding certain units to the staff members. And we are trying to collect more feedback and concerns from the students, as there's another meeting 2 weeks from now. And then we will have a 2022 merchandise sale. It's a little bit more of a clearance sale, so we will be taking down, bringing down the price a little bit, since it is last year's merch before we release 2023 merch items. That is all from Soma's motion 17 accepted by Carolyn. Thank you.
Sorry, who was it? I didn't catch. MUSA, okay, thank you. Okay, School of Pharmacy.
Hi, Jeremy here from School of Pharmacy representative. So first off is 7th School Minival. So the event was successfully conducted on Thursday, 28 April 2023. And SOP was in charge of 2 booths, game booth, water pong, and also the fundraising booth, finger foods and Virgin Mojito. So we had a total profit raised from fundraising was 536 ringgit and 30 cents. And we submitted our cash reimbursement receipt to the treasurer of Minival, which is SOIT. The next agenda will be SSLC. The SSLC will be held on the upcoming 16 May on 2023. That will be all. Motion accepted by Thank you, Irfan.
Okay, lastly, from the School of Science, the first agenda that we have is about the 7th School Minival. So the 7th School Minivals was successfully conducted on the 20th of April. We managed to run 2 booths smoothly, which generated us a revenue of 108 ringgit. And we've updated cash reimbursement receipts to the treasurer of Minival, which is SOIT. Next is our recent event, which is SOS-CV Blueprint, a roadmap to success, which consists of a CV workshop and a talk that was conducted by a company speaker, Hardley, and also a lecturer. This was hosted on the 3rd of May. We got a total of 21 participants during the event. and the event was a success. Next is the SSLC meeting. So the SSLC meeting was conducted on the 18th of April with our course representatives as well. We found out that a lot of the concerns by students were regarding the mode of class conductions. We felt that students felt dissatisfied that they are paying a hefty amount of to school, but they don't get the full university experience because no physical lectures and some classes are still conducted online. Therefore, we created a Google form containing a poll that asked for students of their preferred mode of class conduction, and we distributed this via our communication channels. We received 50 responses in a span of 2 to 3 days, which is big for SOS, in which 66% that they preferred physical classes rather than online classes. Thus, this was brought up in the SSLC, and it was proposed by the school that we should distribute a survey that asks students what they expect the full university life to be, because that statement is subjective itself. The school also gave an explanation as to why physical lectures are no longer available. Lastly, next week we're planning to carry out the SOS Health Week. The planning has been done and finalized. The event will consist of 2 talks, which is conducted by an alumni and also the school nurse. It's going to be on the effect of food on the skin and also some strategies with coping with academic anxiety. Lastly, we'll also have a yoga workshop to help students de-stress. Promotional materials have been disseminated today. And that is it for the SOS representatives. Motion 18 accepted by
Carolyn.
Thank you.
Sorry, who was it?
Carolyn.
Me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. Oops, why is it not typing? Okay, thank you. So that concludes the MSC meeting, which I will adjourn in a few minutes. Is there anything anyone wants to bring up before we conclude this? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So this meeting is adjourned at 9:35 p.m. Okay, thank you everyone for attending. Hope to see you.
Thank you.
Wait.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Yes.
What's up? Yeah.
Right. They're starting. Open cam. Take picture.
I'm in a very dark.
No, I want to be first. Oh.
I saw you can't even see me. See?
Wait, let me stop sharing.
Please let her. No.
Were you at open camp here or not?
Wait. Give me a second.
Mine in the middle. I'm sitting really dark.
Okay, thank you guys.
Good night, guys.
Wow, Rohan. Amazing.